Dr. Silvester, and I'm talking to you today about how smoking, and vaping for that matter, can affect your lower extremities. There are three ways that smoking causes damage to your lower extremity circulation. The first one is nicotine. The second one is the development of plaques inside the artery, and the third one is carbon monoxide. So I'm going to talk to you a little bit about how each one works. First of all, nicotine. For some reason, we have nicotine receptors inside our arteries. So when you have an artery like this and a nicotine molecule engages with the receptor, the artery actually closes down. And that lasts for, well, the half-life of nicotine in a normal person is about 8 hours. So if you smoke again within 8 hours, you're going to just constantly be in a state of restriction of the artery itself being smaller. The second effect that nicotine has is it causes an increased incidence of plaque. So now you've got a narrow artery, and then there's a plaque inside it, which means there's some kind of an occlusion. And you've probably all seen pictures of arteries with plaques in it. And that's how people get heart attacks. They get a plaque, and it gets thicker and thicker and thicker until it stops the blood flow in the artery, and then the heart has a heart attack. That's what a heart attack is. So the third way is carbon monoxide. And carbon monoxide actually binds to the same molecule that carries oxygen. So the way it's supposed to work is oxygen binds to this molecule very loosely. The oxygen is carried down into your foot or whatever tissue you're supplying oxygen to. It lets it go, and then the oxygen is released to go do its thing in the cells. Well, if carbon monoxide gets on that molecule, it binds actually 200 times stronger than oxygen. So it, like I said, well, carbon monoxide actually, its half-life is like, I think it's like 90 days. It takes a long, long time for carbon monoxide to get off a red blood cell. So I can't remember what the exact half-life is, but regardless, it takes 200 molecules of oxygen to kick off that one molecule of carbon monoxide. So if you think of it as a train with a bunch of seats in the train, if you get, let's say the oxygen molecules are all wearing white because they're the good guys, they get in the chairs and go into town and do their work. If one black shirt carbon monoxide gets into that seat, it takes 200 white shirt guys to get him out and put one white shirt guy in that seat. So they hardly ever get off. So now what's happened is you've got this person that's smoking or using vape. Vape doesn't have so much carbon monoxide, but it has a lot of nicotine. So now you've got an artery that's squeezed. It's got a plaque in it, and then what you're delivering doesn't have much oxygen in it. So there's three serious ways that are affected. The lower extremity gets affected with a lack of oxygen because of smoking. So the trick is not to smoke. By the way, nicotine is more addictive than heroin and cocaine, by the way. So not a good idea to start that habit, even with vaping. By the way, one vape, there are certain vapes that if you use them, they have more nicotine than a whole pack of cigarettes. So they vary a lot in which one you buy. So stay away from nicotine. It's a terrible drug. It has a lot of bad side effects. It's kind of crazy that we even allow it in the world, but that's the way it is. By the way, what the function of nicotine is in plants, it's actually a bug killer. That's why tobacco has nicotine in it. It is a natural poison for bugs. Bugs don't like it. So anyway, that's my story on nicotine and smoking. Don't do it.